Where you go with that?
I'm gonna hang it up in the doorway.
Oh, that's not where it goes.
Where's it go?
We tape it up to one of the blades of the ceiling fan upstairs. That way, the kissing is more like a sport.
It's one of our traditions.
That's a tradition?
Our traditions are very important to us.
What other traditions am I in for?
On Christmas morning, we put red and green M&Ms in our cereal. We always string up our stockings on the banister.
Yes, we used to string them up in the traditional place of the fireplace, but then there was that fire incident and they nearly burned to bits. So now we put them on the little nails on the banister.
To go to Weston's for a cup of holiday candy cane coffee, which is so delicious.
Delicious. And we bake cookies.
Well, we put on some Christmas music, drink eggnog, and we pretend to bake the cookies we actually bought from Weston's.
We do, however, make our own frosting. We use a handheld electric mixer from the Dark Ages so that Rory can continue the tradition of licking the beaters.
Yes, the skill which I have perfected over the years.
And then on Christmas Eve, we leave the cookies out for Santa's reindeer.
Santa prefers gum.
The holidays have a lot of ups and downs for Rory and Lorelai as they go through life. While the town of Stars Hollow provides a cozy atmosphere full of friendly and strange people, they still find a way to celebrate the holidays with numerous festivals all year long. The Gilmore Girls episodes don't necessarily feature Christmas, but the seasons play a big part in the girls' journey. Revisiting each season, along with the Netflix revival, here's how the Gilmore Girls celebrate Christmas.
Taylor, the baby Jesus is missing an arm again.
What? Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, listen up. The arm is missing. This has been the baby Jesus in every Christmas pageant since 1965. Were you here in 1965?
No, I wasn't.
Find the arm.
I swear I've looked twice.
Look again.
Find the arm?
Help.
What are you doing?
Isn't this a one?
No, that is a staff.
So this isn't a fairy.
That is little Bo Peep.
And you don't want to move?
I would prefer that you didn't.
Okay. So we're still looking for a fairy.
Now the search continues.
No chance you're going to help me out.
None whatsoever.
After slowly reconnecting with her parents, Lorelai argues with her mother Emily and is uninvited to their annual Christmas black tie dinner party 2 weeks before the holiday. Rory, who is just getting to know her grandparents, attends the party, famous for Emily's traditional apple tarts.
Well, what about the apple tarts? You wait all year for those apple tarts.
I can live without the apple tarts.
You've made up songs after eating 5 of them with lyrics that contradict that last statement.
Oh, you know what? You have to go. You're late.
You really won't come.
What? I'm sorry. Somebody speaking. It couldn't be Rory. She's already halfway to Hartford.
The party consists of their friends who love to discuss business, complimenting Emily on the food she didn't make. Richard begins not feeling well, loosening his tie, and decides to turn the thermostat down as he's getting hot. Meanwhile, Lorelai wants to eat something festive.
Don't you have any kind of holiday special, something festive?
I just got some Grey Poupon. It's French.
So Luke makes her a Santa burger, cutting off a piece of Wonder Bread, ketchup for the hat, and piped-on cream cheese for the beard.
Me a Santa burger.
It's no big deal.
He has a hat and everything.
Yeah, I just cut a piece of Wonder Bread, poured on a little ketchup, piped on a little cream cheese.
No one has ever made me something quite this disgusting before.
Lorelai doesn't answer her phone because of Luke's rule of no cell phones. She then receives a message from Rory that Richard was taken to the hospital. Panicked, Luke shuts down the diner and drives her to the hospital.
Luke,
I know. Let's go.
We begin to see the similarities between Emily and Lorelai, with neither woman sharing their true feelings.
I need to get this information.
You need to get sensitivity training.
Well, what if I fill out this information and you can go find someone who can tell us how my dad is?
I'm not supposed to.
Or I can go and you can stay here and continue to discuss this with my mother.
Emily keeps herself busy rushing around the hospital, arguing with the nurse and looking for comfortable pillows, and still has time to question Luke and Lorelai's relationship.
So what exactly is going on between the two of you?
Nothing. We're friends, that's it.
Lorelai is struggling with the emotional distance between her and her father, while Emily can't accept the possibility that Richard will go first.
No!
Emily.
Richard Gilmore. There may be many things happening in this hospital tonight, but your dying is not one of them.
But
No! I did not sign on to your dying, and it is not going to happen. Not tonight, not for a very long time.
Luckily, Richard did not have a heart attack, but just had some angina. As a thank you for taking her to the hospital, Lorelai gives Luke a blue hat for Christmas that we will see throughout the series.
Does that look wrong?
They both watch the town of Stars Hollow practice the Light Up Night procession, happy they still live in the town.
Are these last year's cards or this year's?
This year's, of course.
Don't scoff. Last year's set, we're still sitting here till Halloween.
Hey, if that's a crack at my housekeeping skills, well then okay.
I understand why people put pictures on cards.
Do they not understand we are unapologetic mockers?
There's an unexplained innocence in the world.
The next year, the girls participate in the Stars Hollow Winterfest Snowman Building Competition, sculpting a Bjork-inspired snow woman.
Not very mouth-like.
Oh, I think it works.
It's tilted to the side.
Yeah, no, it was intentional. Gives her a unique expression.
Like she had a stroke?
Fine, I'll just use the Mrs. Potato Head lips.
No, forget it. Leave stroke mouth.
They give up and choosing to get coffee after the snow woman's head falls off and realize they will not win against the ringer. The inn is preparing for the Bracebridge's group's scheduled stay at the Independence Inn, including a 7-course Renaissance-style dinner.
This dinner is not just about food. We are recreating an authentic 19th century meal. We're talking 7 courses here. Soup, fish, peacock pie, the baron of beef, the salad, then the plum pudding, and the wassail.
When the Bracebridge group is snowed in and can't make their scheduled stay, Lorelai and Snooki invite their friends from Stars Hollow to dinner and stay the weekend. This also includes Emily and Richard, who is in a surprisingly good mood.
See you in a bit.
Before dinner, Lorelai arranges for everybody to ride in a horse-drawn sleigh around the town.
Hey, I've arranged a little surprise. Outside, as we speak, is a line of horse-drawn sleighs, and everybody gets a ride. No cutting in front of each other. That goes for everyone, except me, because I'll be damned if I'm going to miss a ride in a horse-drawn sleigh. Come on.
I'm gonna go.
I think I'll wait for the clog dancing.
Lorelai and Luke discuss how magical the town looks during the holidays, and how Luke has learned everything about parroting now that he has taken care of his nephew Jess. Richard, continuing to be in a good mood, talks with Emily about his desire to ride a roller coaster again, while Jess jumps in the sleigh with Rory. It's here where we start to see the relationship, as they discuss the snowmen and Bjork.
You know which one is ours?
Definitely has the most personality. Kinda looks like Bjork.
That's what we were going for. But everyone thinks that the one on the end is going to be the winner.
It's so overdone.
I agree.
You should win.
No argument.
The dinner begins with a quick ceremony and introduction of the Honorable Squire Bracebridge, who commences with a serving of dinner. The residents of Stars Hollow begin to enjoy the feast. Luke and Jess aren't sure what the soup is. Mrs. Kim is concerned that nobody said grace. Miss Patty is checking out the waitstaff. And Paris points out the dinner inaccuracies.
Soup with garlands, gay and rosemary.
You're gonna stay in character no matter what, huh? Hey, did you ever see that I Love Lucy where she goes to Buckingham Palace?
Mom.
She tries to get the palace guard to break character. That was a funny one.
'Tis foreign to me, good lady.
Hang in there, Kirk.
Those ones when she was in Europe, hands down, those were the best.
No way, the Hollywood ones.
Damn.
Richard accidentally reveals he retired in a shock to Emily, who becomes upset to hear the news. Richard was unhappy, and this was something he needed to do. On the way home in the sleigh, the girls see that someone has destroyed the Ringer snowman. Could that have been Jess? It's hard to say. A year later, Rory is no longer with Dean, now seeing Luke's nephew Jess. He's the complete opposite of Dean, evident when Rory asks Jess to go to the Winter Carnival, but Jess is not interested in the town's events.
Come on, let's go to the carnival.
I don't go to these stupid town things.
I can't miss the Winter Carnival.
Rory, come on.
Well, I never have. I can't. Just go with me, please.
Look, how about you go to the festival, meet Lane, and then I'll hook up with you afterwards.
Jess.
That's my final offer, ma'am.
Fine.
Fine.
Rory bumps into Dean and agrees to get coffee. At first, the conversation is uncomfortable, and Rory feels pressured to choose one of the 32 flavors of pie that Kirk tries to sell them.
Cherry, peach, chocolate, pumpkin, custard.
Custard's fine.
There's more.
I know, but custard's fine.
You don't want to hear the rest?
I am really good with the custard.
But they made me memorize 30 different flavors.
Kirk?
Eventually, they open up to each other and decide to be friends. Richard is about to celebrate his 60th birthday with Lorelai struggling to find the perfect gift. At his birthday party, Richard's mother Trix makes a surprise appearance. She's looking for a new tenant for her house in Hartford to replace her former tenant, the new metal band Korn.
For the past year, I've been renting my home in Hartford to a group of musicians. They recently moved out, so I had to come check on the house and secure a new tenant.
What kind of musicians?
A rock and roll group of some sort. I believe they call themselves Korn.
You rented your house to Korn.
They were fine tenants, took wonderful care of the place. They planted some lovely tulips in the front yard.
The night of the carnival, Jess refuses to go. They run into Dean and his younger sister Clara, who invites Rory to go with them. Well, this just makes Jess jealous and changes his mind, tagging along to the carnival. Jess and Dean don't like each other and butt heads the entire time. Jess confronts Dean about being friends with Rory, and you realize that Dean has not given up on her yet.
How'd it finally end with Cheech and Chong?
Jess knows I'm friends with Dean. Dean knows I'm dating Jess, and they both seem fine with it. What?
I just like that once in a while you still seem like a little kid.
They do, I swear.
Let's just watch the snow.
Longtime resident Stan Green passes away, leaving money for the town to restore the bells at the Stars Hollow House of Worship.
Bells, they fixed the bells.
Aw, Stan.
Lane sneaks out of her house to play a 1 a.m. gig at CBGB's, lying to her mother about where she will be. The gig is canceled when nobody but Brian's parents show up, and they don't even drink.
Luke!
Hey, Mrs. Kim.
I just want to tell you that Lane will not be coming to work today.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah, she called. She left a message last night. She called again a minute ago just to make sure I got it. I tell you, that is one responsible kid.
She called you.
Twice.
She called you. She called Lorelai.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. I'm going home.
Meanwhile, scared of where Lane may be, Mrs. Kim discovers her double life and confronts Lane about it when she gets home. Turns out that the bells are driving all of the residents crazy, and Luke decides to disable the bells with the Reverend Skinner not stopping him.
Lorelai? Luke? Oh, thank God. Carry on.
Lorelai discusses with Luke as he did not tell her he moved in with Nicole, even though he didn't. They manage to disable the bells, the same way Luke disabled them years ago.
Hey, it's 4.
So?
Where are the bells?
They, stopped.
What happened?
I don't know. They just haven't been working all day.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Off coming down the stairs.
They're still there.
Why are we out here?
Take a deep breath.
What?
Do it.
Yeah.
I smell snow.
What?
It's coming. I always know. I can smell it, and I'm never wrong.
Wasn't in the forecast.
Welcome, friend.
Going inside now.
But
Lorelai loves snow and can smell it when it's about to appear.
Hey, you know who just nipped at my nose? Jack Frost.
Huh, you know who just nipped at my ear? Jack, I don't care.
look outside, Michelle. It's the first time we've seen the inn blanketed by snow. It's like a postcard.
I know. I haven't been this excited since Madonna just dropped by Total Request Live.
It's her favorite time of the year. The whole world changes color, but Lorelai begins to despise snow when it interferes with her life. Her inn doesn't get any mats to keep the floors from being slippery from all the melting snow. And guests begin to cancel because they are trapped in the snow as well. And finally, her car gets covered by the snow with a tree trunk falling on top. Wanting to make peace with Rory, her father Christopher surprises her at Yale, but quickly brushes him away. Turns out that Christopher's father passed away, making Rory and Lorelai feel guilty for how they treated him. Lorelai spends the night at his place trying to console Christopher and lies to Luke about where she was.
I shouldn't have lied about where I was last night. I'm over 19 and lying to my boyfriend about stuff that's wrong.
Okay.
I could just say his father died and I went over to comfort him with tequila, which we drank all night long, alone.
He didn't need to know. It's better that he doesn't know.
He didn't need to know.
Meanwhile, Emily and Richard take in a lost dog that may be a boy or a girl.
The dog is a boy.
I thought you said it was a girl.
I got another peek. It was rolling around on its back, and it was painfully obvious.
It's so hairy down there.
Eventually, the owner is found with the dog, bringing them one step closer to getting back together. While all this drama is going on, the town is planning a reenactment of the legendary Battle of Stars Hollow during the Revolutionary War.
An English battalion was awaiting the return of their commanding general with plans for a big battle. The general had to travel by the lower road through town to reach his troops. They had a brave lady of the town use her wiles to draw the general to her rooms and keep him occupied there.
A hooker stopped a battle.
This new reenactment is going to be a huge boost to tourism, Luke. The local press is all excited to cover it.
Well, then they're very easily amused.
The town conducts a big casting session to cast the lucky townswoman to portray the special lady, and Taylor wants Lorelai, but settles for Kirk's girlfriend Lulu.
My girlfriend's the whore! My girlfriend is the whore! Woohoo! Yeah!
The day of the reenactment, Lulu bails, forcing Kirk to dress as a woman and take her place.
Worst thing you have ever done. I am livid with you.
We're not supposed to be arguing, Taylor. We're supposed to be making love.
Is it over?
No idea. How far are Kirk and Taylor going to take this thing?
I'm not leaving till I find out.
The episode ends with Luke placing a portable skating pond on Lorelai's front yard with the couple skating and enjoying the snow. Lorelai and Luke are awakened by Kirk calling for a town meeting at 3 a.m. When the town shows up, Taylor is on a monitor informing the Stars Hollow residents that he is stuck at his sister's in Maine and won't be able to run the winter carnival. Confused as to why they are talking about this in the morning, Patty quickly asks Kirk if he can run the carnival and says yes, adjourning the meeting.
Kirk, could you take it over?
Sure.
Great. Anything else, Taylor?
The rest of the episode focuses on Luke learning how to spend time with April, his recently discovered daughter, and breaking the news to Lorelai that she exists.
You have a...
Yeah.
Right. And what is she, 12?
Yeah, 12.
12 years. 12 years. This is for sure?
It's for sure.
When'd you find out?
2 months ago.
2 months?
At the annual Winter Carnival, Lorelai and Rory run a fortune-telling booth where the carnival goers can get their fortune read by a dog.
Discover your future.
If you dare.
It's silly.
And fun.
And real. Very, very real.
Mrs. Kim has a booth where everybody wins a card that reads, "Hell is waiting for you, sinner." And Taylor makes his way back to Stars Hollow in time for the carnival but stays in disguise, coming to the realization that he wasn't missed or needed as the carnival goes off with no problem.
Too fast, we could just postpone.
Postpone the wedding? That would be okay with you?
Sure. It's a done deal. I think it might be a health code violation kissing this close to the cotton candy booth.
Meet me back at my place later?
Yep. See you there.
One year later, Lorelai is married to Christopher after breaking it off with Luke. While grocery shopping, she runs into Luke, who introduces her to Liz's new baby.
Is she 2 weeks?
11 days.
Oh, wow. And how's Liz?
Oh, they're great. They're both doing great. They're gonna make very strange parents, but, good ones, I know.
Nothing wrong with a strange but loving household.
Christopher is unhappy to see her talking with him, and is concerned that Lorelai isn't fully committed to their marriage, getting into a fight over whether they should exchange vows at the elaborate wedding party Emily is throwing for them. The next evening, Emily gives Lorelai a warning about Christopher and their marriage.
I don't want to see you ruin this. Marriage is serious business, Lorelai, and if you don't take this very seriously, then this whole thing could fall apart faster than you could possibly imagine. And he'll be gone and you'll be alone again. A ring is no guarantee.
Kirk is selling holiday wrapping paper for less money than the local middle school kids, who are trying to sell the same paper, raising money for a new gym. Kirk brags about destroying those middle school kids in sales.
Kirk!
I thought I told you to get lost.
We want to talk.
So talk.
Not here, outside.
All right, let's go. But I'm warning you, if it gets physical, I will show no mercy.
Meanwhile, a jealous Logan discovers that Rory and Marty are pretending that they just met, hiding their previous relationship from Marty's current girlfriend, Lucy. That night at dinner, Logan reveals to Lucy the truth, making Rory very upset. Anna refuses to allow April to visit with Luke, who contacts a lawyer about his custody rights.
The truth is, this will be long, it will be expensive, it will be unpleasant, and you'll probably lose. But if you want your daughter, it's the only way.
When he returns home, he runs into Christopher, and the two begin to fight in the Christmas-decorated town square. In probably the most Christmassy episode of the entire series, Lorelai waits to celebrate Christmas until Rory returns from London 6 days after Christmas. We learn about Rory and Lorelai's holiday traditions that we've never seen in any previous seasons.
This is crazy.
7 trees.
Which was crazy.
What? Buck a tree.
Dad, we have to have at least one tree in the kitchen.
Yeah, Dad.
I'm in a forest of crazy.
They decorate the house with 7 trees, including one in the kitchen. They go Christmas shopping and bake Christmas cookies as a family, even though Christmas is over. And the only disappointment is that Lorelai can no longer get her candy cane coffee.
I wonder if I could make it worth your while if you and I could come to some sort of arrangement.
Oh, like I said before, we stop selling candy cane coffee when Christmas is over.
April secretly visits her father Luke, lying to her mother. And Luke gives her a rock polisher for Christmas. While she appreciates the gift, April breaks the news that she already received one from her grandmother. Luke and April then return the rock polisher to exchange it for a telescope, where they run into Lorelai and Rory. Rory reminisces about the unicorn-themed items she's received from Luke over the years.
The purple horn?
You didn't like the unicorn marionette?
I've never really been that into unicorns.
I thought you loved that.
It totally backfired because for the next 5 years, I only got unicorn items. Unicorn sweatshirt, unicorn pencil case, bumper sticker. I break for unicorns. No, but you were always so nice.
And Lorelai suddenly realizes that Luke has always been in Rory's life. And after struggling to write the letter for Luke, she gets inspired, mailing the letter to Luke's attorney that night. Eight years later, Rory, now a freelance journalist, returns to Stars Hollow, joining Lorelai on the gazebo steps after Christmas. Yet the town is still decorated for the holidays. She's in town for one more day before jetting back to London, only giving a short window to get their taco coffee fix. Even though Christmas is over, we are still in the winter season, and Lorelai is still.
I smell snow.
We learned that Stars Hollow still doesn't have a functioning sewer system. Kirk has created a new ride service called Uber.
But it's...
Uber.
Right, but it's this...
Uber.
And Lorelai and Luke are living together, but not married. Sadly, the year before, Richard passed away, leading to a new direction in life for Emily, Rory, and Lorelai. Emily eventually accepts her husband's death, sells their home, and lives in a single and independent life for the first time. Lorelai, turning 50, decides to go on a hike inspired by the book Wild, and Rory finally confronts her father, Christopher, as to why he left her, only to be raised by a single mother. The series ends with Luke and Lorelai marrying in the Stars Hollow gazebo, with Rory revealing to Lorelai that she is pregnant.
Hey, what's going on in there?
I want to remember it all. Every detail. Mom?
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
Well, that's how the Gilmore Girls celebrated Christmas. Who should I feature next? Leave a comment below and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm the Christmas aficionado, and remember, stay off the naughty list.
I smell snow.